You! Swear to God, I'll dismantle you, I'll soak your motherboard, I'll turn you into a wine rack.
Woo, baby, every tech company is shitting their pants right now. Did you watch OpenAI's demo? Did you ever watch Iron Man? Jarvis actually exists now. I can't get over this thing. It is literally doing real-time math and coding, language conversion. The amount of jobs that are about to be wiped out by this AI assistant is going to be absurd. I'm going to show you a couple clips from the demo. If you didn't see it, we're going to talk about what this means for mega tech companies like Microsoft, like Google and Meta, and all these different companies. So just take a quick listen. It's insane.
Hey, ChatGPT, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Pretty good.
What's up?
So my friend Barrett here, he's been having trouble sleeping lately. And I want you to tell him a bedtime story about robots and love.
Oh, a bedtime story about robots and love? I got you covered. Gather round, Barrett. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte was a curious robot, always exploring.
I started this story, but I want a little bit more emotion in your voice, a little bit more drama.
Got it. Let's add some drama. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte.
No, ChatGPT. I really want maximal emotion, like maximal expressiveness, much more than you were doing before.
Understood. Let's amplify the drama. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte
Actually, can
was
you do this in a robotic voice now?
initiating dramatic robotic voice. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours.
Today, I'd really like your help solving a math problem.
I'm all ears. What math problem can I help you tackle today?
So I'm going to write down a linear equation on a sheet of paper and I'll show you. And then I'd love your help working me through it. But importantly, don't tell me the solution, just help give me hints along the way.
Got it. Oh. Okay, I see it.
No, I didn't show you yet. Just give me help along the way. 1 second.
Whoops, I got too excited. I'm ready when you are.
So, ChatGPT, what equation did I write down there?
Ah, I see it now. You wrote down 3x plus 1 equals 4.
Yep,
Let's work-
exactly. So what's the first step I should take to try to solve this?
The first step is to get all the terms with x on one side and the constants on the other side. So what do you think we should do with that plus 1?
Mike, io mi chiedo se le balene potessero parlare, cosa ci direbbero?
Mike, she wonders if whales could talk, what would they tell us?
They might ask, how do we solve linear equations?
Potrebbero chiederci come risolviamo le equazioni lineari.
Sicuramente sì.
Certainly, yes.
Great, it looks like it works.
So what blows my mind the most is there was over 100,000 people viewing that stream while I was watching it, and it's barely moved the markets at all. Like, nobody even knows this is happening, but every tech CEO is probably just glued to his screen trying to figure out how are we going to compete with this, right? Because this is the future of a $1 trillion industry, and it is happening right now in front of our eyes. You know, Microsoft barely moved. Google hasn't hardly done anything today. It's basically just flat on the day. Like, there's nothing happening here. And yet Apple stock as well, I'm shocked because there's been so much news about what Apple's doing, right? It doesn't feel like Apple's been working on this technology themselves. Siri is garbage. She's not really upgrading that much, but Apple apparently is reportedly, close to deal with OpenAI to add AI features to the iPhone. And this would be revolutionary. This would be an end-all be-all product, to be frank, for Apple. Like Amazon, Alexa, it's all trash compared to what we just witnessed. But reportedly, Apple's close to a deal with ChatGPT creator OpenAI to use its generative artificial intelligence technology on the iPhone. Apple stock rose Monday on the news, and yeah, not by much, but we believe in the transformative power and the promise of AI, and we believe that we have the advantage that will differentiate us in the new era, including Apple's unique combination of seamless hardware, software, and service integration, right? So this quote is terrible from Tim Cook because we don't have any substance here, right? Whoever's going to win the search game and crush this beyond leaps and bounds has to basically become the default for Apple. And if that is, ChatGPT, I'm telling you, if just to ask this thing anything and have a real conversation with it is going to be mind-blowing. So what does it mean for Google? Well, this is why I sold Google. Google isn't going to be impacted by this dramatically. It's going to be a slow burn, in my opinion, and we're seeing that burn start already. And I don't know, like I said, Google can survive this, they might not, but I feel the short-term risk is far too great, which again is why I took my profit on the year, made almost 20%. And I'm not proud of selling it by any metric. It's just that I argued with so many people about it. I was watching billionaires like Chamath complain about it to my personal friends and people on streams, and just trying to get all the perspective so I can come to my own conclusion. But when I'm looking at the active users of global search, Google every single month is ticking down. I mean, they're down to 90.9%. They were at 91.38, and this is only comparable to Bing, Yandex, Baidu, and Yahoo. This doesn't even give insight into what if people are using ChatGPT, which I know people in my family are. Even my fiance, she'll consult ChatGPT for certain things now. Like, we're not going to Google for everything. If you're on WhatsApp, you got Llama from Meta. You can go on WhatsApp and just immediately start searching things with their AI. What this is going to do is put, Google's biggest business that makes up over 50% of the revenue at an incredible risk. Because the fact of the matter is, and I've said this, time and time again, that Google has everything to lose. Microsoft, Meta, Apple have everything to gain. Because even if these other companies right now steal 5-10% market share off this, Google's stock is going to absolutely plummet, and a lot of people aren't recognizing this reality. Google's been able to maximize profit by, competing with the war on ad block. They're doing a lot to kind of re-engage the value of search. But the fact of the matter is, unless they get Gemini under control here and take dominance with what's coming, they're going to be at a real risk of again, depleting where they've already reached parity. Like, they're not growing search anymore. Search is flatlining. It's not like Meta that is seeing continual growth in daily active users. If I could buy Google with the value of just YouTube, Gmail, and some of the other businesses at today's value, I'd be more comfortable with that than having the crazy exposure to search that Google has. And I think you have to recognize that as a shareholder. Like I said, I don't know if Google stock will react to this. I don't know if it's ever going to go down. I don't know if Google can explode revenues for the next couple years and keep the stock at bay and keep shareholders happy. But man, oh man, I've made a few videos about why I'm more excited to own this future tech that isn't exactly sure of where it's going than I would be to own more of these traditional businesses that are seeing a massive shift in their fundamental businesses, because this is wild. Honestly, it's so groundbreaking. I've been using ChatGPT for work, and it's fine for the stuff that we're using it for, but it wasn't this. It sure as fuck wasn't this.
All right, kill the alarm. I got it.
That's the emergency alert triggered by the power dropping below 5%.